and Albert Museum. And
our reporter Luisa Baldini is there for us. Luisa, well, there she is. Glorious. Hello.
Yes, hello. It is glorious. Good afternoon to you from the blue drawing room here at Buckingham Palace, where all the blue furniture has been moved away from the centre of the room, because this is where the 350 representatives of Britain's clothing industry are going to be meeting the Queen and Prince Philip. And so as we walk through the blue drawing room under this beautiful painting of Queen Mary, we entered the room known as the Music Room. And this is actually where Prince William was christened, and where later on this evening the Queen is going to be having a look at some of the work of Britain's young designers. And to talk us through that, I'm joined now by Claire Wilcox, Senior Fashion Curator at the Victoria and Albert Museum. So Claire, what are you going to be showing the Queen?
Well, I'm going to be showing a variety of students' work. We're starting here with Heike Salinen's design, which is a wonderful mixture of wool and pearls and satin. And then moving on, we have Jacopo Calamandri's work here. Jacopo trained as an artist and moved into fashion design, and the prints are beautifully digitally printed. And then behind, we have a piece which has a corset made of wood. And then moving on to Katie Eerie's work, Katie draws on the splendour of ceremonial uniforms and combines them with a sort of punk aesthetic.
Very different to the sort of thing the Queen is used to wearing, of course. I mean, for some of the people coming tonight, they're not all well-known designers. You know, some of them will be networking. How difficult is it to get ahead in the industry, and how well have these designers done?
Well, these designers have done very well. They're very talented, but it is a big challenge. I think that what the Royal College of Art does, though, is gives a great grounding in technical expertise, but also allows great creativity, and that's the key.
And how important and gratifying is it, do you think, that the Queen is holding this reception? I mean, every year there are some fashion figures who are recognised in the Queen's honours, but to have this major reception here at Buckingham Palace, and not just for the well-known designers?
Well, it's a wonderful evening to celebrate the wider fashion industry and clothing industry, and it's a wonderful opportunity for these students to show their work here.
And when I was looking at the list of people coming tonight, we've got Bruce Oldfield, Zara Rhodes, Jeff Banks. There's real longevity in those names, isn't there? I mean, they've been in the British clothing industry for decades.
Yes, they set a great example, and I think that British fashion has got a long, wonderful history, and it's definitely alive and kicking now.
And doing very well?
Doing very, very well. I mean, certainly a lot of the students have done very well. Some have set up their own labels. Others are working for fashion houses such as Alexander McQueen or Burberry. So it's a great moment in their careers. It's the launching point, really.
And I understand that the clothing industry contributes something like £9 billion to the British economy, so very important for the economy as well.
It's very, very important, and it's a very diverse industry. The fashion shows are what one reads about in the papers, but actually it's a very, very wide, broad industry, and it goes throughout every region in the UK. So a very important industry.
OK, Claire Wilcox, thanks very much indeed. Well, the guests will start arriving in the next couple of hours, and they're actually going to be meeting the Queen behind these beautiful mirrored doors, because it's the white drawing room there behind me, and the Queen will shake each of the guests' hands. I understand that she likes to shake the hands of every single guest that comes to visit here at Buckingham Palace for these formal receptions. And as we were saying there, you know, it isn't just famous designers who are coming here tonight. I mean, there are some famous names, some of those that I mentioned, but really many of the cogs in the clothing industry are going to be coming here to Buckingham Palace tonight to be recognised and to be celebrated. Some young designers, one, for example, who works from a room at her parents' farm in Stirling. We've also got people who work in fashion colleges up and down the UK, and one lady who works for a charity who makes clothes for the disabled. More from me here at Buckingham Palace a little later on.
Luisa, thank you very much.